today we have a wonderful lady who is in the arts, and we refer to her as Miss Vivi of Miss Vivi's Dance Factory. She's located in Ghana, and I'm really, really, blessed that we have her here to speak to us. So would you introduce yourself, Miss Vivi, and your company, and then we'll get into the conversation, because we need to know what amazing things you're doing in Ghana.
All right, my name is Vivi Boateng. The full name is Vivi Boateng. Mrs. I'm married with 3 children.
Wow.
Well, I am the CEO, the founder of Vivi's Dance Factory.
Okay.
An assistant lecturer at University of Ghana at the Department of Theatre Arts.
Okay.
And yes, and well, about Vivi's Dance Factory, it's I'll say it's a dance school made up of passionate, professionally trained artists striving to promote the arts, right?
Okay.
Especially dance, And the vision is to raise global champions in the arts industry.
Okay.
And also to nurture talents. We were hoping to discover talents and nurture talents, and generally raise well-rounded individuals. Because I know that the arts has a great role to play in the life of everyone, and I believe that every child should be given that opportunity, that exposure to experience the art form one way or the other. And my focus is greatly on dance. Although I'm a drama teacher as well.
Okay.
I don't know why the focus is strongly on dance, but yes, maybe because of my story. I grew up in Koforidua in the eastern region of Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes. Growing up, I was timid. I didn't feel, beautiful enough. I didn't feel intelligent enough. And I just, I found my voice through dance. I remember I joined the drama and the dance, the choreography team in church. And that was when I got to know that and there was something that brought a spark, in me. There was one thing that I'll do, that I wasn't afraid to do. Whenever I was on stage ministering, I was in a whole new world. I was bold, I was confident. And so as I grew up, I went to the secondary school and I was studying science.
Okay.
And after school, after school, I passed all my elective, my core subjects, but my electives, I was struggling. Biology I did well, but elective maths, chemistry, physics. So by then, can I just interject there? Sorry to interrupt you, but I was going to ask you. You mentioned that you were doing like sciences. Was there something else? Was there something else you were considering before you decided to get into the arts? Or was that just the subjects you was basically considered for? Because I know that the system works differently, the schooling system from the UK to Ghana. Oh, well, as we grow up, they ask us, okay, what do you want to be in future? And I've always said I wanted to be a doctor. Okay. Anytime we are acting on stage, I'm either a nurse or a doctor, and I had the nurse uniform,
Okay.
And I looked good in it, and the whole neighborhood, everybody said, oh, you look great as a nurse or as a doctor. I think you should go and you should be a doctor or a nurse. And naturally, I was always drawn to people who were sick. Anytime a friend is sick or somebody is sick, I always go to visit them. I try to prepare soup for them. I was that caring. Oh. So I thought, well, this is my calling, I guess. I mean, this is what I've been called to do.
Yeah.
So after secondary school, I mean, whilst I was in secondary school, I used to write poems in class and all that. And I remember one of my schoolmates said, she tapped me and said, Vivian, I think you're in the wrong place. And I was furious. I said, why will you tell me that? I mean, I want to be a doctor, and that's it. I can't see myself anywhere else.
Could I just say, was there many people that you knew other than like you know, yourself that was going to get into the arts. Did you know anybody else that was doing what you wanted to do in Ghana, like in the arts and culture? Because you said that you wanted to be a doctor. So was there any other females that you looked up to or you seen as a role model?
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah, what got me into the arts? I think after school, well, two different stories. For the drama part, after school, I had joined a drama group, you know, and we used to go to schools to perform. And so that was when I started developing, you know, my professional side in drama.
Right.
On the dance part, I'd watched a ballet performance on TV.
Oh, okay.
We had only one TV channel, you know, and I was fascinated by the movements and the gracefulness and the strength with which they were performing. And I thought, this is beautiful. I wish I could learn that. Okay. You know, and then sometimes I watch videos of children, you know, in other parts of the world doing amazing stuff, and I was yearning to do what they were doing. Yes. So, you know, that picture I saw, that video I saw, kept playing in my mind, and so anytime I'm dancing, I'm trying to imitate what I saw on TV. Okay. And when we came to Accra, we used to come to the city, you know, for excursion. So there was a trade fair, which was organized in March. We came with a school bus, and then I saw a book on ballet. And that was when my whole, the interest for ballet started. I bought books. I saw books on ballet. I bought them. I was practicing in my room, you know.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It reflected in my performance or my ministration in church. I remember one time there was one of these the guy who plays the drum just said, you know, I remember I was performing to Alabaster Box, Siwainer's Alabaster Box, and he said, "What's all this? Why is it that this girl is always twirling and twirling like that?" You know, it just became a part of me. So when finally I got into the university, I studied. I went straight to performing arts. Okay. For 3 years. I mean, the degree is for 4 years. But in my second year, going into third year, we had a team coming from Peppers. There was this one ballet school in Ghana I didn't even know of. They came to our school department. They said they were coming to recruit Ghanaians, like talented Ghanaians, and train them to teach ballet. Also scouting, so they were scouting for people. Scouting, yes. And that was when, I was one of the 64 people who were chosen, like who showed interest. And through that, I mean, they cut the number down till there was just 2 of us. 2? So that was, yes. Are you serious? Out of 64? 2? Yes. Oh my God. That is a blessing. Congratulations. Thank you. So you definitely stood out. You said you were a quiet person, but like you said that your voice spoke through your creativity and flair. Yeah. And that was seen. Oh, excellent. That was seen. Yeah. And that was when the professional journey started for me. Okay. And whilst I was there, I saw how ballet made these girls, transformed the children that were enrolled in it, you know. So after 6 years, I thought of going back to have my second child and then to go to school. And from there, I decided, no, I saw what dance was doing for these people, and they were there. The rich people, it was only the rich people who could afford to be there to enroll their kids. Okay. But I thought this is something every Ghanaian child should experience, you know. Okay. What it did for me, I thought every Ghanaian child needs to experience this. And so I wanted to make it popular. So can I just say, you said when you got into, you were scouted then, so did you get some kind of a scholarship? Because you mentioned that not every child could afford it. What happened then? Did you? Well, their main aim was to train us to teach. Okay. So it became, so it was like the first job I ever had, you know. So I was being trained. So I started teaching pre ballet, so primas from 3 years to 4 years, and then as I grew in my training, they kept adding on the classes, and so I didn't have to initially pay for it, but as time went on and I was growing, I was paying for I was working again to pay for my training.
Okay. So like you said, that you were being a leader in the industry because you hadn't seen anybody in Ghana at that time doing what you were doing. What style of dance were you actually training in at that time? And then also the second question, what dance do you actually showcase at your studio? Because you mentioned ballet, but was it just solely that, or?
No, well, so in the university, where we are exposed to West African dance styles and techniques, and those are the main, main dance styles that we were learning, West African dance styles. So the ballet was a bonus for me because I knew my like Ghanaian dances, I knew some West African dance techniques. And so the ballet also, gave me more, broadened my horizon, and gave me more exposure.
Okay.
And currently in my studio, we don't only teach ballet, we teach African dance, we teach acrobatic arts. So this year I got the opportunity to be certified in acro.
Okay, excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you. So that, and then musical theater and contemporary dance. So these are the dances that
So can you show us a few dance moves then from the chair? Have you got any African moves you can show us from the chair? Come on then. Come on. Is there any moves that you can see that I'm not? Come on, give me some moves so that. I don't know if I'd be getting in. Sorry. Do you have to audition to come to your classes? I don't know if I'd made there. Poor me. Yeah. I think that's my daughter. She's to that type of stuff. So, But is it like all abilities, or do you have to be scouted?
No, we don't audition for the children. They come in, we try them, we give them a trial, and then based on their abilities, we decide on which class will suit them. Okay. So there's no special audition. It's rather the dance company. So I have a fantastic team, and so we started. So I said, look, I'm not satisfied with just teaching. We need to create this group, one that can put on performances to address social issues, and then two, the students we are training need to see something. Need to see us do something. Yes. They need to look up to us, and so
you're a leader. You're a clear leader in the industry. So you're just inspiring so many children. And did I see that you do adults as well? Have you got adults as well? Excellent. Well. So what age group do you start from?
From 18 months. So we have petite feet class.
Okay.
So
ladies,
they're just petite feet, where they move to creative movements and rhymes and songs and stuff like that, just to help them, just introduce movements to them, and and then all the way up. So yes.
Okay, like you're saying, you're inclusive everywhere. Where are you actually located in Ghana? Or do you just do it at one location, or do you go out into the community and do it at different places?
Yeah, so we go to schools, we go to different places in the community, and then we have 3 main studios. So one in Dansoman, and then another at Bachona Sphinx, and then one in East Legon. Okay. So yeah.
So, in terms of the clientele, because, like I'm saying that I'm trying to encourage a lot of people from the diaspora in the United Kingdom to come to Ghana and start new life, etc. So in terms of the training for the children, is there any accreditations, or is it more freestyle? How is it run at your studio? Yeah.
Well, For the ballet and the acrobatic training, has a syllabus, that we work with.
Okay, excellent.
Right? Yeah, and so with African dance, I just started working with my team to design some sort of syllabus for African dances, because it's something I haven't seen done, so it's something we are researching on how to break down, maybe say the Adowa dance by the Ashantis, how to break it down to teach a 3-year-old, so those are things that we are still working on. But for ballet and acrobatic arts, we work with a syllabus.
Oh, brilliant. But like you say, like once again, you're pioneering there, you're trying to obviously develop a syllabus and so forth, so that's fabulous. So in relation to you said that you're a mom, so how do you juggle being a mom and business and like running all these locations and actually being a tutor as well? So because there might be people that are coming, from the UK over, or even the States or other places that they don't really know the setup of things, so it would be great to hear how you juggle things, mums, and being a mum in the business world.
Well, it's
yeah.
No, it's not an easy task. Mm-hmm. What has helped me is having a great husband.
Okay, yes, that's a blessing in itself.
That's a blessing. So yes. Very supportive, and I have I would say my support system is really strong. I have a nanny who is in her 50s. Okay. All her kids are grown and in the university, and some are married. So she's with me, and she's really helping me to run things at home. Okay. So. Yeah, and then with the team I work with, constantly letting them see the vision and where we are going. I would say I don't always have to be there for the work to be done, and so okay. it's all really helped to keep this vision going. And I just say I'm blessed.
Exactly. So
you need the right people around you to be able to do what I do. I don't think I would have survived if I didn't have all these support systems. But yeah.
So you're saying to people, don't be afraid to ask for help. Get a good team.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah. And
don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, and ask just and try to have a support network. So, for instance, yes. Do you have many people, international people from different countries that attend your dance school or your studio at the moment?
Yes, we do. We have quite a number of them. I'll say out of the population, we have about 20% of them.
Okay.
Coming from different parts of the world. Some okay. come and then they go. This week we are one of our dance families is going back to the UK, and it breaks my heart. Okay. With us, and it's been awesome having them, and mm-hmm. I've seen the growth, and our Vivies Dance Factory became a home for them, like.
Okay.
And it's you see the impact you're making in the lives of these children, and it's so fulfilling, and we know that we're doing something, we're getting somewhere. And I know these children are going to really remember us wherever they go, because they what they asked was, can Vivies Dance Factory come to the UK?
Oh, look at that! Oh, look there! You never know. There could be some linking up. Have you ever been here before? Have you ever been to the UK? Okay, no. Well, you never know. You should talk and so forth. Then all these viruses out the way and so forth. Okay, so I was going to say, in terms of the university and so forth there, and you're teaching there, how often do you work at the university?
Well, so we have a timetable for lectures, and so
okay.
The last academic year, with the academic year just ended, we are now marking exam papers. But the last academic year, I had 3 days in the week that I was teaching.
Yes.
And then because I'm at the performing arts, that you have to supervise rehearsals and
yes, that's right.
And all of that. So most of the time after teaching, and I do a couple of work, I go home, drop the kids at home. I go to pick the kids from school, drop them at home, and then sometimes come back to campus because there's rehearsals, so you have to be there. So, well, there's extra work here. I mean, again, because of the nature of the performing arts, you know,
Yes.
constantly, there's always rehearsals. But the teaching aspect, it's about 9 hours in the week, I would say. Yeah, but the extra is just rehearsals.
So what tips could you give to anybody who would like to start to be like a lecturer like yourself, that's inspired by yourself, and say they'd like to apply for a job? Have you got any tips or hints or anything that you would give them of how to like get in? Just get into the industry, into the university.
Into the university, you know, they usually put how do you call it, adverts up on their websites, you know. That's if there's any gap or any you just apply, you know. All you have to do is apply, you know. They usually, it's always, most of the time it's on the website, so you just apply, and once you have all your documents and everything intact, you're called in for an interview. Usually the first interview is on the departmental level, where you have the heads of departments, and then with the dean, you know, interviewing you, and then the next stage, you have to teach, you know, or if you're teaching, that's if you're coming in to teach, you have to present, you know, or teach before a number of students, and then you'll be assessed on your, you know, delivery. And then the third one is where you have the final interview with the deans of the heads of departments, and then the provost, which is at the highest level. And then that's it. It's really not such a difficult thing.
Well, the thing is, there's only a few people doing it, so you know, if they can get some hints and tips from you, it's amazing, especially if people are coming from a different country, or they're wanting to, or even if they live in Ghana, they would like to get into the industry. So in relation to like what you're doing, like with the children, do you have programs like after school, or is it just like on the weekends? How does it, do you run different programs?
Yes, well, we have both after school, and then the weekend. So based on your, like, a parent's schedule, what they look at the timetable, and then they choose which one works for them. Well, now with COVID, we also have online, so we've gone on virtual as well. So maybe some parents are not comfortable coming into the studio at the moment, so they choose to do it online. And then some try both, and then they decide on which one works for them.
Okay, brilliant. Options. So my final question for you is then, in relation to somebody wanted to set up that, you said that you've got various locations, so if somebody wanted to set up a business in the arts and so forth, what advice would they give you? So what advice would you give them if they were starting a business in Ghana?
In the arts?
In the arts and culture, yes, in the arts. Yeah.
One is, well, thankfully, the generation of parents we have these days are, you know, have exposure, you know, again, thanks to the internet, thanks to the world turning into a global village, you know, they're beginning to see the importance of the arts, you know. And so, yeah, so many parents now understand, like, the value that arts, you know, adds to their lives and to that of their children. And so I would say that, one, you have to look at, you need to build their trust that you know your stuff, you know what you're teaching. Number two, you need to let them see the value in what you're giving them. Yes. You know, and once they're able to see that, they'll come along.
Okay, so, but is there anything in relation to like funding for people? Did the government or any like arts councils support people who want to get are new in the industry that would like to get started, or is it more you just do it yourself?
Well, on the path of funding, or getting people to fund what you do, especially in the arts, it's not common.
Okay.
You know, I had to, you know, put in everything, you know, and we were now just beginning to gain visibility when COVID, came in, because we've been every year we put up a dance recital, where the children get to perform on a bigger platform for their children and for their parents.
Yes.
And for 3 years, we asked for sponsorship, but again, I mean, people were not, okay, who are these people? Okay, what is this? And so for me, I just said, you know what, I'm pouring everything in. I'm investing in this myself, just trying to build it up to a point where people begin to see, oh, this is what you're doing. Oh, there's something in what you're doing. And last year was when we took our show to the National Theatre, which is the biggest, theatre in Ghana. And so
what's it called? So that just in case people are not aware, what's that theatre called?
National Theatre. The National Theatre.
Okay.
And that was when, because it's the biggest platform in Ghana, so people it got a lot of attention and from the media as well. So they began, okay, so now, where have these people been? Okay. Oh, now so people were beginning to see what we do. And so this year, we were beginning to attract some sponsors, and then COVID came in, but we're still pushing,
Yes.
So again, it's about I would say the branding and the packaging and making people see the value in what we do. That's when they'll start to invest in it. But currently, here in Ghana, I'm not seeing any support from the government yet.
Okay. Well, if people want to get in touch with you, what could you say, your website, your social media handles, and how they can connect with you?
All right. So Vivies, we are on Facebook as Vivies Dance Factory.
Yes. We
are on Instagram as Vivies Dance _Factory.
Yes.
And our website is www.viviesdancefactory.com.
Okay.
So yeah, those are our social media handles.
So you're Googleicious. Everybody can, find you and connect with you.
Once you Google, they can find us. Once they Google Vivies Dance Factory, we will pop up.
Yeah, exactly. So I would just like to thank you, for joining us. It's lovely to, see that you're, leading the way and pioneering in the arts in Ghana, and, feel blessed that you've come and joined us today. And hopefully you can get some new students from international that will come and join you. And yeah, when I'm back in Ghana, I'll be over there and seeing what's going on, and hopefully my daughter can get to come one of the times as well. Okay, but thank you so much, and I will connect with you as well after this as well. God bless you, and thank you.
Thank you so much.